it's MK, and this month I am joining the amazing Crystal Barrett for Off the Board, where we take a Pinterest pin that we've had for quite some time and create something with it. Now, I am brand new at this. This is my first time joining these ladies, so I just chose a pin from my scrapbook board, I guess is what it's called. And here I am showing you guys a few of the embellishments that I've had sitting on my desk. Now, I've used up all of these embellishments, to say the least, and these are just leftovers, and I just chose which ones I thought matched the papers that I picked out. I've got a couple tickets here from Prima, as well as a few from 49 and Market. I've got some die-cut leaves that I did, a little sticker that got stuck to the bottom of my bowl. Weird. I don't think I even knew that was there. Some flowers that I created for another layout that I chose not to use on that layout, and then a lattice piece that I have cut up. I also have this Tim Holtz film strip little acetate thing that I thought would be kind of cool and go along with the photo. Another 49 and Market little piece that's like a build on. And then, of course, these little tiny word stickers from P13 that I actually truly forget about. You guys, I apologize. I have a wood piece from the Wolfpack Heidi Swap paper stack. I also have some basil cardstock, and I believe it's aqua. Yes, it is. It says it teeny tiny little bit right there, aqua or turquoise. And then I also have this Bow Bunny piece from Summer Mood, and I absolutely love this bokeh little print. And then I have a random photo of my husband and I where we joined some friends to go gather some wood. Basically, we go and we find areas in our area that have been burned, and we pick trees that aren't too badly burned, but yet they have died from the fire in order to cut down and use as firewood. It's allowed in our area, and so that's what we do. We enjoy doing it. Anyways, this is one of those trips, and we just took a picture before we were too tired and exhausted and looking bad. I also gutted my background piece, that bokeh print, so that way I had a piece for my photo mat, and then I took the cardstock and trimmed it down to 11 by 11, so I had a pretty nice border around. Now I'm just trying to figure out how wide I want my wood planks to be. And 2 inches was too much, so I decided to go with 1.5. 1.5 ended up being absolutely perfect. I probably could have fiddled with it a little bit more and got a little bit more out of it, but I think it's okay. I think 1.5 really works. But before I decide how long I want my pieces to be, I'm going to distress the edges of my green piece and go ahead and stick it to the base page. Nothing's going to be tucked or anything like that, so might as well stick it down before getting too far ahead of myself, and getting, a whole bunch of paper on top of paper and then not know what to do. Then I'm going to use this tiny little trimmer to trim up my pieces. I'm eyeballing it, you guys. I'm not really going to town with a whole bunch of stuff. I'm basically using my Pinterest pin as like a go-to, and deciding which pieces I want based off of that, and also placement of where my pieces are. So this background is going to be almost identical, except that I feel like I reversed my colors, where I'm using a dark piece of wood. They used a very pale piece of wood, and then, or paper wood, I don't know what to call it. And then my background seems to be a little bit on the darker side, where theirs was, again, a little pastel-y. So it's okay. I picked from things that I already had on hand. It was really a no-brainer for me. I keep this little cart next to my desk, and in there are current kits, current papers that I just purchased, things like that. And so it's easy for me to just grab, what I like, because everything in the cart should be what I like, right? Maybe. Anyways, trimmed down my photo, just took out all of the dead space that was in the photo, so that way the little gut out piece that I had would work. And then I'm going to use this like ephemera, I don't know what it's even called, by 49 and Market, just to back my photo to give it a little bit more of, an interest. Yeah. something else to look at, basically. My photo strips are not as big as the one used in the example, but I do enjoy using and popping in these little acetate pieces every now and then. I wish Tim Holtz would come out with something else just like this, because I really do enjoy, I do really do. Oh my goodness. I really enjoy playing around with these acetate pieces, even though they are kind of a pill to glue down. I enjoy having them. They're just a perfect little element. I also have 3 little vellum pieces that I got in my Not Just for Boys kit club. Actually, to just go, wow, the 2 base pieces, the green piece and the bokeh piece, was also from my Not Just for Boys kit club. And so was the 49 and Market ephemera, or whatever they're called, stacked pieces, layered pieces. I'm not really sure. But I am taking these little like ticket pieces from my Not Just for Boys kit club, and I'm just trimming them out really quickly. If I cut out too much of this film or of this recording, I probably wouldn't have had anything to have a voiceover for. This layout came together so fast and so easy. I did take out all of the, what is it called when you distress the edges? I took out all of that because that is kind of a little boring, but the cutting part I did not. Now, when it comes to the Prima embellishments, I don't like their huge white borders, you guys. It's like 1/2 inch of that embellishment was a white border, and I just don't like that. So I'm trimming a little closer to the image. I don't trim right up to the image because I feel like then I can see all my flaws in my fussy cutting, but I do trim up pretty close to the image so there's a teeny tiny little white border like I like it. But when it comes to the Prima tickets, there's no white border. So what's up with that? I have no idea. So I'm just ticking. No, I'm not. I am placing the tickets around, basically doing exactly what is in my Pinterest pin. So what they did, I'm doing, except for the fact that my flowers are a little bit on the, they're not flower clusters. So from what I can see was used in the sample layout that I'm scrap lifting from, they used like pre-printed flower clusters, and for me, mine are die cut embellishments that are layered, and I just picked a whole bunch of Tonic Studio fancy paper that's got shimmer and sparkle and all that good stuff in it to layer up all my pieces. And then I figured that I don't want it to be like fully engulfing the bottom of my photo, so I do kind of slack on the flower side, even though I am adding flowers to my layout. It's okay. I am a-okay with that. And I want to tuck my lattice pieces in to where they're kind of seen, but kind of not seen. And the one at the bottom kind of totally gets covered up. I did not even pay attention to that until after I started tucking my little leaves in. Now, this little dark green little leaf, I just love the pop of dark green, and then I also love the pop of this pastel green. I just like how it's not like a mint green. And how many times can I say the word like in one sentence? A lot, apparently. So I do enjoy having all of the different greens on this layout, to be honest. I thought at first they weren't going to look good together, but then I just kept adding, and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually kind of sort of like this. So before I put my glue away, which I was going to, I need to glue my butterflies down. And this layout, I stunk and plonked. Yes, I am making up words again. I am sticking and plonking just as I go, you guys. I didn't even think about this layout. Everything that went everywhere, I just loved. There was no place first and then glue later about this layout. It was just that fast and that perfect. And all I did was pick things that I already had on my desk from previous layouts that I already did. Yeah, I'm in that mood. I get in that mood to where I don't want to put it away, so I just continue to play with it. I know, it's weird. So that's it. I added a few enamel dots here and there and everywhere, and I am done. Here are the close-ups of all the little details that were quickly added to this layout, but I just really like it. Now, I do go off camera, which again, they're not in the They're not in the close-ups either, but I go in with those tiny words from P13 and I add a title and another little tiny word sticker over one of my tags or tickets or whatever they're called. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to check out everyone else that is playing along. Their links will be down below. And thanks for joining us for Off the Board, where we take our Pinterest pins and actually do something with them. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.